Welcome to Target the Trade. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today we're going to discover a trade that almost happens every single year in the months of either September and October. But before we start, you know the drill. Make sure to smash the like button, share, and do subscribe if you find value in this presentation. So the particular asset to trade during this time of September and October is oil. Now, oil is defined by really two elements, supply and demand. If there's not enough supply in the market, prices go up. If there's not enough demand in the market, prices go down, and conversely for each one of them, okay? So it's a natural kind of organic kind of element that is affected by the economic factors of the market, okay? And this is really one of the old school kind of type of products and type of commodities that we all consume, right? Now, another point about oil, besides the regular locomotive end use of oil, I'm talking about cars and trucks, jet fuel, and all the like, okay? There's a lot of other usages for oil. Obviously, there's heating oil, but there's also a lot of end products, like a lot of the tires are made from the usages of oil. So oil is not going away, okay? And it's a factor that we have to live with. Now, in order to make these end products, oil has to go through a refining state, okay? And depending on how it's refined, it's going to be used for each one of these type of products. With that said, some of the largest and biggest hub of refineries are in southern Texas, overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, okay? So there's a lot of oil in the world that passes through this area of the world. Now, another thing happens during September and October specifically in this part of the world, and that's Mother Nature's gift to the world, or its curse to the world, depending how you want to see it, is that there are hurricanes during this time of the year. Now, most of it is affected anywhere from the western part, okay, of Texas all the way to Florida and as high up as North Carolina. So there's a big area by where these storms kind of capitulate and kind of grow into this behemoth kind of hurricanes. Now, they do have a grading system for hurricanes, a category 1 to a category 5. Now, this past week, okay, last week, we experienced one of these type of hurricanes, and it affected the market. And I called it out early enough on the daily review, and I said, this will grow into something and potentially be a factor. Now, I could take it back all the way to 2008, trading oil, when the markets were initially tanking because of the housing crunch, credit crisis, all that stuff that was going on, and the markets were selling off. Oil was going the other direction. It was going up almost from $120 to $146. I can remember it like it was yesterday. And why was that the case? Because you would have thought oil actually would sold off with the rest of the market. But in fact, it was riddled with all these type of situations of hurricanes riddling that part of the world and forcing the price of oil to go higher. Okay, and that's exactly what happened last week. Now, we broke out on oil. This is a daily chart of oil, as you can see, and it's been pretty much in a range for a long time. Okay, now it's capitulated as we spoke, okay, earlier on the last time we did Target the Trade. It broke out after this really tremendous consolidation on this lower part, and then we're heading up into this area. Now, this is the area I want to focus on, and that's really the developing story here of how all this happened, okay? Now, this area is actually magnified into this, okay? And you can see as we capitulated here, there was a point where we took off, and that was when simultaneously the hurricane got almost hitting landmass and just going to a category 5 or category 4, which meant it was a super duper hurricane. Now, this leaves in its wake some tremendous disasters and some tremendous damage, and it completely disbalances some of the transportation in the area, therefore rising the price of oil, okay? Remember, it's all about supply and demand, and if you don't have enough supply and you can't get supply, well, guess what? The prices are going to go up. Voila. And this happens almost every single year because hurricane season is specifically between September and October, and this is always has been a trade that I've looked for seasonally every single year. So look at it, check it out, see historically how it's affected the price of oil, and anticipate it the next time. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you here at Target the Trade.